let's say you are a jealous guy, like some reactors. Work on that. Be a better man. Just say, you know what? I don't want to be jealous anymore. Let's say you are a reactor and you lie all the time. Say, you know what? I've decided not to lie anymore. I want to be a better version of myself. Well. Welcome back, my people. Welcome back, my family. How are you doing? What's up? Tell me where you are watching me from. What is the time zone there? Guys, I'm doing this right away. It's about 2 p.m. East African time. Happy Sunday. Happy blessed Sunday. Guys, it's after church. People are feeling like purely spiritually nourished. Yeah, you know that. But remember, Kenyans, we are mourning. It's the last day on earth of our leader, Raila Amolo Odinga, and we will keep like always mourning. We know he's a good guy. His deeds, his actions, his goods are going to live within us. Forever in our hearts, he is going to be remembered. That is it. Go well, Jacob. Let God rest you, your soul in eternal peace. So, guys, today I want to talk about something very unexpected. Like nobody is expecting this. But I want to tell you, and I don't know if it is going to bring up a lot of bigger debate or something, but I want to tell you this is something that is on the ground. You know, the moment our travel commando hints on something, we are supposed to think bigger. We are supposed, actually, the spectrum of our thinking is supposed to be broad. We are supposed to broaden our thinking, environment. We are not just supposed to take things lightly. We are supposed to look at things critically. And that is what, like, I'm here today to enlighten people, to tell you, after all, that is my role, to educate you, enlighten you guys, and bring awareness. And I always talk the truth. And I think when you talk the truth, you are always set free. When you talk the truth, you are always set free. So as we keep on, as we continue mourning our fallen hero, yes, even our travel commander was mourning our travel hero in his live stream. You know, a 1 hour 10 minutes live stream, and it was like, oh, go well. The commander was telling you everything about Raila Odinga, but towards the end, he actually talked about something. This is Kim, yes. Yeah, and. He wants to watch some cartoons, and people are watching Baba's funeral on television. I really don't know if it is going to work. So, guys, there is something I picked from his live stream. It's something that I've been feeling myself, like telling you, but sometimes you should wait for an hint. You should wait. If you know, the travel commando Marwa is somebody who is very, very sensitive. He is very sensitive. He knows when things are going to happen wrong, and he knows when things are going to happen right. You know, you can remember what happened with the orphanage and everything. You know, he really wanted to go directly. He really wanted to go do things there, but actually he took his time. Like, he became very sensitive towards that matter. And again, today, as I'm talking now, guys, as I'm talking now, Marwa is true that the enemy is within us. As much as we come here, we talk about Marwa, morning to evening, we talk about him while, you know, we are not 100% true of what we are talking about. We are just talking about this because the situations are forcing us to talk about it. You know, and again, we might have even haters from the other side who are talking badly about Marwa. But the truth, it is because that is their niche. That is what they want to do. But I want you guys to come and ask people on the ground. People like us. I always tell you, I'm the foot on the ground. People like us. I want people to come down and actually do their own silent investigation. They will find that most of these guys that we are here, most of us, and I want to tell you, and today I don't want to mention a name, but I want to tell you something. There is a very big mall. Somebody who thinks like, yes, he's a reactor like we are. I'm not even talking about reactors. Let me today talk about reactors. But we have people who call themselves Team Marwa, even from the village here. They are Team Marwa on camera. But actually, what they speak about on the ground is something different. Sawasan is something very, very different. What they speak on the ground is very different. And me, I'm going to be like telling my best friends, I'm going to I'm going to expose this to the people I know are very secretive. The people, I really don't want this video to bring up a lot of drama. That is why I am putting the name under my armpits and I'm not ready to expose this name. But I want to tell you the truth. Be aware, Team Marwa, the biggest team, Team Marwa. When Marwa comes out and tells you, I am going to open up a group that is Marwa Platinum, it means that these are loyal and trusted guys that he wants to have within him. But ask yourself, how many people call themselves Team Marwa? How many people come out and claim that they are Team Marwa on camera and off camera? Very many of us. Very, very many of us. Most of these reactors, the work we do, if you find that if I talk about Marwa, it is selling well. Even if I don't like Marwa, even if I don't like Marwa's vision, I'll be forced by the situations, by the circumstances, to talk about Marwa nicely because, this is what is might be paying us. Guys, you get me correct. You get me correct. Me, I've said, I'm going to expose this to my most trusted people, my most trusted family people in this platform because I really don't want to mention somebody's name so that, at the end of the day, it becomes drama. You remember the story about Mr. Cecil and it's Christopher the General from Canada. You remember the drama it brought. But people who knew what was happening, we kept quiet. We only told you this thing, it is happening this way. And we kept quiet, but we received a lot of calls. Even if people say, oh, they never called us, we were not called, we were not told this. But the truth is, everybody who was calling us wanted us to come out and actually defend him or defend her. You know that. We were called. We have the calls and everything. Everybody wanted to call you and actually, yeah, Kamanja, you've come out with this video. Kindly, you can go again, make such a kind of a video so that, I remain to be relevant. But I say, no, I am not swayed. Somebody like me, you cannot sway me. Like, oh, push me to the left, then take me to the right. That when you've said left, I go left. When you've said north, I go north. No. I always have something to do. I always have my room to think of what I can talk about. That is what actually happened. During Christopher the General, it's underscore the General from Canada and Mr. Cecil, Trenchtown Grandpa. When they tried to bring up stories, and I told you, these guys, they only wanted to bring up stories so that, they get Marwa's attention, like they should fight so that, Marwa thinks that they are the most trusted guys. And that is one of the reasons as to why Marwa has made a move to go and open a Team Marwa Platinum. Team Marwa Platinum. Less than 100 people. Those are the guys I think that Marwa believes and trusts that these guys are honest, they are loyal, and they are trustworthy. Funga tosha hapo. Let me talk it there because that is not what I want to talk about. I'm only using this statement to tell you actually that Marwa has come to realization that, all these guys who talk, oh, Marwa good, oh, Marwa nice, oh, Marwa this, they don't mean it from their heart. They just do it for the views. They just do it because they know Marwa has got power in his audience. Marwa has got power in his team. They want them some benefits. Yes. I don't know if you guys, at one point, have you taken your time to sit down and actually look at the way people make some U-turns, others, today they talk about this, tomorrow they are talking about this, people to some extent, they can change positively. People to some extent, they can be compelled with some situation to change because, they want to benefit from the other side. Those are things that you guys on these platforms, on these streets, you are supposed to know. That we are not genuine. We are not actually genuine. Yeah, that is it. So from Marwa's live stream, when Marwa actually said he is opening up a group of less than 100 people who are the most trusted guys, who he thinks and believes that these guys, I can trust them. I can entrust them with anything that I'm doing. All my secrets, everything. He meant like he is sensing some danger. And today, like I'm talking, he is masking off. He's pulling down the mask on fake people, on traitors. People come on these streets, they sing about Marwa morning to evening, but on the ground, hey, things are very different. I'm telling you the truth. I will remain a true soldier. And I want to tell you, I will remain a true soldier because that is what I decided. And that is where my heart sent me. That is my assurance to you guys. I'm telling you what I am made of. Because at no point, at no point I'll be compelled to come out and say, hey, today, you know what, this is, even if on the ground, I'm going to be telling you the truth. I share most of my time with these guys around. Both. And I want to tell you, from the onset of things, people are using Marwa's name. Even if, yes, they're Team Marwa, they are using, yes, they want to, that blanket, Team Marwa blanket, so that they keep on the support. They keep on being supported. And those guys who feel like they have enough support, they have their own independent families now, you simply meet them. You like, it's rarely you meet them talking about, oh, Marwa is a good guy. You know, let me tell you one thing. When Marwa is at home here, the most guys you will find the most guys you find around Marwa, being with Marwa always, they are very loyal. They are the likes of Gitriba, the likes of Mayugno, and yes, we have others, you know them. But I'm not saying that the others that I'm leaving out are the people that I'm meaning, but I want to tell you the truth. When even Marwa is trying to pull up something in the village, you will see who are the first people to reach there, who comes after their subscribers make calls to them like, what are you still waiting for? Can't you go to Marwa so that you see what Marwa is doing? Go and give him some support. Others wait, and you've seen it happening. When people are being pushed, it goes there and it backfires. They come out and they start addressing Marwa. They start talking badly about Marwa. They start talking about their disappointments meeting Marwa. You've seen it happening here in the village. And you want me, Kamanja, to sit down and laugh at it and say, oh, it is normal. This is not normal. We are here to tell people the truth. We are here at least so that you guys, the people you are dealing with. You must know. Yes, we are doing this because of money. You know that. Others are doing it for Marwa, so that, Marwa will always trust them. Because the people who are trusting Marwa, like I'm talking about Marwa supporters, Marwa subscribers, are also their subscribers. They are also my subscribers. So to win their hearts, I should strive, I should struggle so much to actually entertain them about Marwa's vision. That is the trick people are applying. And I want to tell you the truth. If I'm lying, today is on a Sunday. The clouds are very pregnant. I can see it wants to fall. If I am lying, one person to come on and challenge me that what I'm talking about is different. I've talked about myself. I've said, I'm a true person. I know what I'm talking about. And I know the sittings where we actually come, the people we meet on the ground, people will say, oh, this guy, even if we do this guy is not a good guy. Guys, if you are guessing somebody, you can drop your comment there and say, Kamanja, even me, I'm doubting this one. you just drop your comment and say, Kamanja, I'm doubting this person. Me, I've told you how they behave. I'm telling you the truth, how these guys behave. When Marwa wants a bigger team, like Marwa never calls them. Like, oh bro, oh sis, I'm in the village here, so tomorrow we're gonna be making something. So you gonna come, eh? You know, that one will Marwa will feel like, I'm ruling these guys. You know, these guys, I'm controlling them. Marwa starts something, you know, after starting something, if you are a true person, you just attend, you go there, not being forced by your subscribers, by your supporters. Don't wait for your supporters to come out and tell you, oh, Kamanja, what are you still waiting for? Why can't you go there? So that those relevancy games is what I am actually denouncing. Those relevancy games is what I'm actually decampaigning. People are out here, the people are cheating. They are trying to tell people, oh, you know, I'm Team Marwa. They are not Team Marwa. Even these reactors you see from the village, sometimes, you know, at one point we become reactors. When something hurts you, you come out and react on that thing. You know, you are a reactor by then. You know, they are seasonal reactors. They are not like how do you call? They are not perennial reactors like we are, but they are seasonal reactors because they can react to situations when people overstep, when people step on them, you know, they come out and react. And you know, you can read these people's behaviors from a distance. You can read them. That is why sometimes before, and I always ask subscribers, before you take side, like, oh, today I'm supporting Kamanja, I'm not supporting person X, just because Kamanja is talking nicely about Marwa, just because Kamanja has mentioned my name, you kind of stick to Kamanja forever. And when people try to tell you that Kamanja is a bad guy, you really don't know about Kamanja on the ground. You become very defensive. You say you really don't know. I was not forced. You know, those are things that I'm actually taking my time to warn subscribers. And I always tell you, take your time. When you want to trust us, just take your time. But what I like is your support, like supporting us, watching our videos, commenting and everything. You know, you support us. Big up. You support us big time. And, you know, I always ask God to actually bless you guys from wherever you are doing it from. But the truth should remain. Like when Marwa was talking about this, like you reactors, hateful reactors, take your time one day and change, become a good person. You know, yes, he's talking to the haters. We have his perennial haters. Perennial haters. You know, sometimes I call them, they are better than a perennial hater who is under the shelter of Marwa, who is under Marwa's armpits, trying to tell, like, you know, those are rats. I call them, these are rats, supporting rats. You know, these are rats. You know how a rat behaves. You live with a rat in the same house. When the rat is with other rats, they are always having a committee. They can come. They don't come and disappoint you openly. But when you are asleep, they are busy eating. If you have grains in the house, they are terrorizing your clothes. They are terrorizing everything. You know, guys, you know the behaviors of rats. And that is why, and that is how these traitors are behaving. You think you are living with them peacefully, but the truth, they are the people who want you down like hell. I've told you guys, if you are doubting my story, I'm going to be like telling you to my trusted friends. You know, I have also trusted friends. I'm going to be telling you that this is the person I'm doubting. Not even doubting, this is the real person. Because, you know, we have people here like who are like rubbishing Marwa. When Marwa passes, they say, oh, wacha tu apite. Like, let him be. Because, you know, after all, I have my own territory. I'm manning my own. I'm controlling my own area. That's how people think like. So these guys are not appreciative. They can only appreciate. They only come to the cameras to appreciate Marwa, to please all Marwa supporters, because Marwa supporters are their supporters, So when they are always forced by circumstances to come on camera, say, oh, Marwa is a nice guy. Without Marwa, we could not be here. Without, we started a long time ago. Marwa big up and everything, And when Marwa looks at it and watches, says, these guys, they are good. Guys, no wonder Marwa at one point said, I don't really want you guys to come and talk about me. Me, be it you are negative, be it you are positive. I really don't need you guys. I don't know if you guys, you've ever sat down and thought about it. Yes, we have Marwa's perennial haters. You know them. We can name them. Gay T, OT, I don't know the parrot, coconut head mama, black demon, all the ones from the village here. We have the likes of Ginto and everything. You know them well. But the others, you have very many people that you really don't know if they are. But on the ground, they are the real haters. And that is why Marwa is very sensitive. He has sensed. He has said, no. Yes, you reactors, you can come. You can entice my subscribers. You can actually tell them, you want to grow. You can come and watch me clean. Tell them how good I am. I am not perfect. Like Kamanja is not perfect. Marwa is not perfect also, yeah? But the truth is, if I talk about Marwa, at the end of the day, I'm going to eat. More so if I talk about Marwa positively. And that is why you've seen fights occurring between these so-called positive people, maybe in the village or far from the village. You've seen some fights, some secret fights that are always solved off camera. That is the only way to solve problems. You will never know them. But we know, I know what is actually happening. That, people are doing this and everything. Hii sasa ni hiyo ni hii ni kanisa. Ima. Yes, that is it. People come here. People, these are, I call them sheeps. They are just a sheep in a wolf's cloth. Yeah, they are sheep. No, they are wolves in a sheep's skin. I want to tell you, these guys are wolves in a sheep's skin. And I want to tell you the truth. And sometimes I feel it good, these are the guys, even if, yes, Marwa helped them, did this to them, they feel like, they haven't achieved what Marwa has achieved. So, like, they will never talk badly about Marwa. They are very cautious about what they are doing. And I've told you, we have a lot of fights in the village. Silent fights. People fight so much. People don't go together. People cannot sit together. And I was like, the other day, when I was seated somewhere, somebody said, there's somebody, Team Marwa, who will not come here because he's fearing Kamanja is going to actually take a snap about him. Kamanja is going to take his picture and send to the sponsor. Guys, me, I don't know people's sponsors here. And this is actually happening because I came to talk about Mapopo and Chris Madiba. And you can see now, the boy is fearing. He doesn't want to come to me. I really don't know. Like, he's like, oh, this guy is going. Yes, I talked about his sponsor. Me, I never knew that this was his sponsor because they talked about their sponsors. The other one mentioned this sponsor. The other one mentioned this sponsor. They were enticing. They were pleasing their sponsors. Period. You should not be cheated here like they were cleaning themselves. They were enticing. They were just pleasing their sponsors. They were making things to be relevant so that they don't be dumped by their sponsors. The best sponsorship, I always tell you guys, the best sponsorship is your support. You guys watching our videos, subscribing to our channels, sharing us out, and seeing us grow. Because at the end of the day, you've sponsored us to gain something at the end of the month. So when I'm seated somewhere and I feel like somebody's like, I cannot come there because that guy is going to snap me. Guys, comment on the comment section, yeah? You can leave a comment on the comment section and tell people, because it's public, tell people that, yes, Kamancha can send me your image while you are on your social life or your private life or doing something, collaborating with the people. When I say these guys collaborate with Marwa's haters, most of the times, You must understand me. You must believe me. And I'm forcing you guys to believe me. That these young guys, these guys who come here on the camera and they tell you how Marwa is good, they are forced by circumstances. They are just there to eat. But the truth, these are the most collaborators. These are the people who collaborate with Marwa's haters. These are people who want Marwa to go down like nonsense. I want to tell you the truth. Me, I have nothing to fear, guys. Me, I always talk the truth. And I've told you, yes, I've used the term reactors because, we are the most people who are hit by the negative guys. We are the people who are always like, when it comes like this, they will come to us and tell us, oh, you know what? Tell us, what is it that you are saying, huh? Tell us, the negative haters, those haters will start insinuating. The naysayers, they will start guessing. Oh, Kamanja has talked this now. Who comes? Person X. This must be person X. No, 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 person Y. No, 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 no. Look at this. Look at the direction that Kamanja was driving at. This must be this person. No. Guys, don't keep on guessing. I've told you, if you don't want to guess, talk to me direct so that, I give you the real thing. So long as you promise. And so long as I have told you, I have my trusted guys. I'm going only to trust my guys, to tell them the truth. I'm not looking for any attention. I'm not seeking for any attention. Me, I am telling you, and I'm always repeating this from the last 3 videos I've been telling you. Subscribers, be aware. Subscribers, be aware. If you decided to be Team Marwa, kindly take your time to investigate. Take your time to discover who is a true Team Marwa soldier. Tosha Gari. Period. I've told you, me, I have nothing to hide. After all, what am I looking for? I have what I want. I have what I have, yeah, because of my own sweat. I am not here to depend on somebody like, oh, my project will stall if I talk about this. If people will come out and unmask me, my project is going to stall like this. No. I'm telling you the truth. People are not loyal. People are not honest. People are chameleons. They can change colors at any point. I've told you, these guys are foxes in a skin. They are just foxes, but wearing a sheep's skin. You think there's... Yes. Hawa binadamu si wakamilifu hata kidogo. Hakuna binadamu ambaye ni malaika. And I want to tell you, no human being who is an angel. No wonder Marwa is coming out to make a Team Marwa platinum group. For the people, he thinks that these guys, they are the most... These guys, I can trust them. And I can pick some, very few from this village, whom Marwa can actually trust on them. I have 2 males, and I also have 1 female. Guys, you can guess. I have 2 males, and I have 1 female. Those guys, I can think, and I can trust, and I can actually, if there is voting, I can actually go there and support them fully to be on that group, in that group, the Marwa Platinum group. 2 from the village. 2 males and 1 female. Those ones are purely rice. But the rest, like what has been happening recently, you may think that, yes, people are appreciating. So that is what I want to tell you. And I want to tell you, you've seen what has been happening recently. All these recent developments in the village. You may think that Marwa is pulling a crowd to him. People are becoming loyal. But I want to tell you the truth. These guys, they will never stand in broad daylight, most of them, and actually defend Marwa's legacy. Marwa's legacy is supposed to be protected and defended. Yes, for the good of this village. And I want to tell you the truth. And we have very few people who can actually stand and say, Marwa, we always challenge them. Like when these young boys and girls around here who talk, hey, Marwa good, Marwa good. When they are cornered, guys, they change the wave. When they are cornered, and I want to tell you, they are the biggest collaborators with the Marwa's haters. Guys, I'm going to be telling you, like, they hate so much, like, oh, we cannot speak to this one, this guy can... Yes, when they meet you somewhere, with these haters, they tend to run away. They are not comfortable. They are not comfortable. Yes, we are not telling them that, like, we are not restricting them with the people they associate. But you cannot And I want to tell you, if you are a true legacy protector, a true legacy defender, guys, at any point, you are just woken up, defend it, protect it. That is what I need. Because have some courage, boast yourself about this always, not only on camera. Always, wherever you walk, you can actually boast about it. And that will sound very correct. But when you just lean to the camera and just come and cheat people that you are supporting it, I apana. Some people here are very fake. Some people here are very fake. And you know, Marwa is just hinting to mask, to take the masks off. And you people, you can see the real traitors. And it is coming very soon. It is coming very soon that these guys are going to be like on the service. You are going to see them. Don't even be like bothered to actually ask me. I've told you, just guess on the comment section. But I've told you, it's very soon. People are going to come out here like with receipts and telling you, look at this. We told you about this. These guys are traitor, but you never actually believed. I've told you. I've told you. Me, I've told you. Get me correct. So, my good people, my good family. And I think when you want to support somebody's legacy, when you want to support somebody's vision, you are not supposed to be double-edged. You are not supposed to apply double standards. Like, oh, today, like you are not supposed to be like a coin. Like you have two sides. This side leans on here, the other side leans to the other side, you know, so that at the end of the day, we really don't know who you are. Are you a chameleon? Are you a real person? You know, if actually, I know mui huwa mwema, like a bad guy can become a better guy at one point. But the truth is, stop this camouflage. People are camouflaging in Marwa. They are camouflaging. They are just coming. They are camouflaging. And, you know, you cannot detect them. You cannot see what these guys mean. But the truth, people on the ground, I told you, Kamanja is a foot on the ground. And I'm going to be telling you the truth. And don't take these statements that Marwa always finishes with them in his live streams or in his videos. Don't take them lightly. Like, oh, today he has talked about, there is these enemies, these haters. They take most of the time lying, telling people lies. Ask yourself where those lies come from. Ask yourself where those lies emanate from. These people calling themselves Team Marwa, they always go and twist the stories there so that, you know, these haters come out and start lying again. And I think their time is supposed to be up. Their time is supposed to be like ending. If you are a true person, come out and say, you know, sometimes it's good to be honest to yourself. Like I should not spend my 40 minutes here talking about something else. When I just switch off my camera, I will start telling people around me like, oh, I was doing this for money, guys. Oh, I don't mean it. I am not a real person, you know. I'm not a chameleon. I cannot camouflage. I cannot camouflage. That is what I can tell you. Me, I will not take my time to camouflaging. I will always remain the way I am. And for those young boys who are fearing when they meet around with people like us, you know, who are fearing with, they see our calls, like when they, you know, there is one thing I like about Gake. Gake is a true person, you know. I want to tell you the truth. Gake is a true person. Gake is like, that is, for me, when I see people targeting and attacking Gake, I feel like, no, let that young boy grow. Let him grow. This boy means, and he knows where he has come. He knows where he has come from. He knows the course to follow. Let him struggle. Let him do his. Yes, kindly. Me, I support him, Gake. People like Gitriba, you know, I supported them fully, you know. Me, these are people who mean, they know, they have realized, they know where they come from. They know the importance of the support. They know Marwa's importance. They have Marwa's like their father. People like Mayuguno, they know that Marwa is their father. And they don't think that these guys, at one point, they're going to be like betraying Marwa. Never should you. Never should you think, dream about it. And I've told you, these guys, for me, I say they are the true soldiers. Yes, I'm not saying that they are the only true soldiers, but I want to tell you the truth. Me, without any point of contradiction. Yes, if you want to interject me, you will come. But I'm gonna tell you with a million reasons why these guys are the true guys. Guys, don't worry. It's on a Sunday, you know, kids. If kids should not cry, then you'll be like comfortable thinking they are comfortable. Kids need attention, that is it. So guys, don't misjudge me. It's my own opinion, but what the story I'm telling you is a true story. This is what is actually happening on the ground, and I think Marwa has done a good thing to be sensitive. To be sensitive, because you are targeted. You must be very sensitive, and you must be playing ahead. You must play ahead of your enemies. You must take your game ahead of your enemies, because they should not take their time to know what is your next move. You know that. Even these guys who are in Team Marwa, these traitors, people who come out and they are camouflaging there, kind of come out clean and say no, enough is enough. You can come out and apologize. If you apologize, there is no problem. Come out and apologize. We've seen people apologizing. Come out and apologize. Nobody's going to castigate you. Nobody's going to castrate you. Nobody's going to crucify you for this. But the truth, remember, it's bad. It's a sin to be a traitor and leaving somebody who is helping you, and you are just a traitor. It's very bad. It's very bad. That is something that we cannot entertain. This is a story that nobody was expecting, and I've decided, like, I've been sitting here, I've been watching that video, and I was like, no, why should you think he talks about this? When Marwa is mentioning names, he always mentions, but when he leaves you at the midst, like, tells you, go and think about these things I'm talking about. Marwa has a legacy. Marwa also feels like at one of the days, people are going to remember his legacy. But will you be the first person to actually destroy his legacy? Because will you be that trusted person who will come out and destroy this legacy? Ask yourself, why is Marwa trying to open up a group, Marwa Platinum? You will give me the answer at the comment section, because he feels he is surrounded with traitors who are just around talking about him publicly, but silently and on the ground, they are talking about something different. That is the biggest reason as to why this Marwa Platinum group is going to be created, and it is going to be there for a very long period. And for those guys who are looking for relevance, for those guys who are seeking attention from Marwa, we are not talking so that Marwa gets our attention. We are talking, I told you, we are here to correct things, create awareness, to enlighten people, and actually to educate, entertain you also. But most in all, we are looking for money. We are doing this for the end of the month. Something is happening. In the next 2 days, I'll be earning. Thank you a lot. Yeah, because it's Marwa who actually brought this platform to this village, and that point will always remain in our minds, that he did it. And if he did this, people, like, with your own vision and mission, you are supposed to go there, support him, support this legacy, let this legacy to live. Yes, like we say now, he has gone, the king has gone, but the crown will be long living. So that is it. Even if Marwa goes, even if Marwa retires from everything from YouTube, but his legacy will always remain. His legacy will always live among ourselves. That is it, guys. So, guys, keep on supporting us. And I always ask at the end of these videos, support Kamanja by watch my videos, share me out, leave sweet comments, like my videos, guys. And remember to support my football team. Guys, I need football balls. I need jerseys. We have 2 months holiday. We are very busy. I don't want to see my boys committing so many crimes here, like drug use and abuse every now and then, being in bad company. I want to be with these boys for the 2 months, so that when they go back to school in January, I will always come out and say, guys, I have done my best. I've done it. This is also a legacy I want to leave in this village. When I'll be moving out of this village, people will always be talking about, like, that guy who used to bring all kids together, all boys together, and, like, taught them football, showed them the way. That is the legacy I'm also like, looking to leave behind. A positive legacy. Ask yourself, which legacy are you going to leave behind? You hater, ask yourself, do you have a legacy to leave behind? You jealous man, do you have a legacy to leave behind? I'm asking you. Do you have a legacy to leave behind? Guys, keep on supporting us, supporting Marwa all the way, support Gitriba all the way, guys. Is building. We want to see him, like, support him, everything, like, support him entirely. And we want to see our brother also having a very good shelter, guys. That is a dream for everyone. Help Marwa. Actually, it's through Marwa's influence that, let us build Africa. I like that motto. Let us join hands together to build Africa. And Marwa wants to see a different picture of Africa. Thank you very much for supporting Marwa always. Thank you very much for supporting us. God bless you. Till we meet again. Goodbye.